Good morning. I'm Kathy Miller, president of the Texas Freedom Network. This week, the Texas State Board of Education is set to decide what Texas students will learn in their public school science classes over the next decade. The board will hear testimony today and then take preliminary votes tomorrow and a final vote on Friday on new curriculum standards that publishers will use to write textbooks for Texas public school science classes. Those textbooks are likely to be used all around the country. Throughout this long debate, some state board members have pretended that they know more about science than the experts and educators who crafted standards that would give Texas students a 21st century science education. But this shouldn't be like a television show where you get to pretend what you want to be for a day. Maybe that's good for TV, but it's not good education policy. Each step of the way, evolution deniers and opponents on the board have thumbed their nose at science and made clear that their own personal ideological beliefs are more important than giving Texas kids the education they need to succeed in college and in the jobs of the 21st century. Chairman McElroy, for example, has said he believes there are two systems of science, one creationist and the other naturalist. As recently as an article running in the press today, he has even proposed that science be redefined to include the supernatural. He says the scientists have it wrong. Ms. Dunbar, when she's not attacking public education as unconstitutional and tyrannical, has argued that intelligent design is just as viable as science in the classroom. Mr. Bradley has argued that since no one was around when the first frog crawled out of the pond, Texas students don't need to understand the last 150 years of evolutionary science. Texas students clearly deserve a better education in science than these board members are willing to give them. In January, these board members even offered anti-science amendments to the standards and refused to allow even one genuine scientist to review them before the board voted. Those amendments were targeted specifically at dumbing down instruction on evolution. So today we want you to hear from real educators and scientists who have been involved in every step of the process in developing these curriculum standards. And we also want you to hear from national experts who have followed the evolution debate around the country for the last decade. First, you'll hear